Okay, so this is what was supposed to be on the screen. This is what you were supposed to be looking at the whole time. I'm not gonna go back through all that. Also, I lost the chat box, but it looks like this, so that's pretty interesting, right? And I'll really quickly, I'll just Control Z through everything. It's like that was me doing the fade outs. That's all that stuff. There's a limiter. I don't know what's going on here. There's that part. Some super red. That means it was super peaky. It was no blinders. This is me trying to get rid of the white noise. That's me making the white noise. That's me adding the tape effect. And starts out like this. Or actually, it started out sounding like this. Right? And ended sounding like this. I'm just holding Control Y right now. So that's kind of interesting. I mean, it's not a very good track. I wouldn't, like, I don't know what I would do with this. But it's like background sound. It's like something for like a spaceship. It sounds cool, but it's not. It's not bug bus material. But I did make it only using Audacity. I didn't drag anything into Audacity. Here's some other stuff. This is like new tracks. This is like some. Here, wait, I wish I could show how I made this track, because it's kind of interesting. But I also really wish I could see the chat. It's like extremely annoying. So this track is like super deep, super low, and I think my cousin's gonna remix it. So all this stuff up here is like, you can hear it actually a lot louder than I thought, but it's pretty, like, here, if I blow it up, it sounds like this. Actually, it might sound better with it, but like, what if I got rid of all this? Stuff sounds like this. It's pretty crunchy. It's really crackly. And then like, okay, actually that's kind of cool. So then I'll like normalize it. I'm a big normalizer. Oh, see, that might be going too far. That looks insane. I really like whatever's going on up here. That shit looks really weird. I've never seen that before. Quite. So I'm gonna just bring it down from here on out. With that spectral edit, like 6. 6 is good, and then get up a little, do some more. nightmare YouTube page. Oh, here it is. Smut. Alright. Much better. It was really confusing. This sounds really good, actually. My YouTube page is like all like 9/11 stuff and Tim Heidecker. Because you watch one video and right here, how do I bring this down? I'll hit it like right on the edge. This is gonna be crazy. It's not gonna be crazy. And then I'm gonna do it one more time. I actually think it'd sound good if it was a little sped up too. So usually I'll like test what speed sounds good here. 116 is sounding real nice. And I think my computer just crashed. Okay, what was that, 116? So if 116 sounded good, 120 probably sounds really good. And I gotta get numerological with it, and I'll do 30. 2 minutes 30 seconds. That's just because I like numbers to end with 0. Okay. And then I'll do this crazy thing, like I like that it snaps like that in the beginning, but I'll just have it really snap with the. So this is a fake turntable effect. Don't know how you're supposed to use it, but this is how I've been using it. It should be really fast, I think. And it's poorly made, or I'm poorly using it, more likely. So you have to kind of change it. It's like by 2. I think I figured it out the other day. It also did like a really weird thing where it like made it super chromatic. I don't know what that's all about, so I'm just gonna do the fake. Oh, it's gotta be 2 seconds. Wow, that's a new thing. I've never noticed that before. Never come across that. I've got all these. Let's do like, actually the high wave's good, but I'm gonna do the mega high wave. Ooh, that was good. I'll do it one more time. No, too much. Way too much. I'm gonna have to bring it back to the high wave. Do that a couple times. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. Then we've got, so see how it's like, it's got this big line. That means it's popping there. It's gonna have like a. Oh no, can't really hear it. But it's annoying, trust me. So I'm just gonna repair it. Didn't work. Try again. You have to catch it. There it is. Gone. Okay. So that's just like a startup, like a. It also kind of does it twice because the sound quality changed. So I'm just gonna. I'm gonna smooth it out just a little. We're gonna not do it too much, so like that. Now that I have that, I'm just gonna Control R it. This is basically like airbrushing. You can see where its quality is changing, so you just want to bring it in more smoothly. That looks good. That looks good. I didn't mean to press that. Okay. It's still doing it. I think it's because it's here. It's the pink. It's the pink, it's right here. I'm just going along, kind of doing like a fake fade out, fade in, I mean. Much better. It's also probably happening in the bass, but I'm not that worried about that. This, I don't like how straight that is. You want it, I don't want it to look so harsh. The harshness should come from somewhere else, not the levels. Okay. That's great. That's great. All that I did, and it's too quiet now. I'm gonna do, this is a classic thing I do way too often. I don't know if I stopped it. I don't know what I just pressed on YouTube earlier. I'm new to this. Oh, jeez. Okay. I'm gonna, whatever I was doing, I'm limiting it, right? Yeah. Bringing the peaks down, basically. And I have yet to discover if that actually negatively impacts audio quality. The only thing I've ever noticed is it adds a bunch of super imperceptible bass sometimes, which I just get rid of. So I don't know. I don't think it's clipping. I don't really know. I think it's fine. I'll bring it up. Okay, that looks good. That little sound, that's my computer. Obviously something's horribly wrong. I don't know how to fix it. That right there. It started a while ago when I was just doing some really crazy stuff with audio and inputs. So I don't know if there's like a way to just like reset my sound. I mean, I've messed around with like doing this, but it still does it. This is a good track. This, however, I can't say I made all in Ableton. This was, or in Audacity, this was a little bit of Ableton, some like video game sound fonts from N64 games. So I played MIDI keyboard with some of those. And then a little bit of SK1 with a spring reverb. And I slowed down a bunch of times, so I don't really know what the original sounded like. I think this super harsh sound I think that was like some feedback that I had going in Ableton. Like some, I forgot how I did it. putting the sound font into the reverb channel, the master channel for reverb, and then putting it into itself. Which you have to be really careful with because it like gets stuck a lot, and it's probably honestly it could be how I did this to my computer. I'm not sure if that's how it works, but it got really loud. See, I like this ending where the bass drops off. So I'm gonna make it longer, and I can see it happen. So I'm gonna take it, I'm gonna start it like a minute earlier. Nah, wait, less than a minute earlier. And I'm gonna do the same thing I did earlier where not 6, that's way too much, like 180. And I'll just slowly bring it over. Keep pressing Control R, which is wrong. I did it wrong, which is incorrect. The better way to do that is, or the way I'm supposed to do that, and I've done before, is the opposite. You go Control R, you just slowly fade it out. Yeah, this is correct. I probably did it too fast, too abruptly. Let's see how that sounds. It's way too abrupt. It's not bug buzz quality. It's not up to par. I'm sorry. I'm gonna start it earlier. I'm gonna do it subtler. 180 is too much. Let's do 1. I was gonna start with this first little, I decided to start here, just because that's where some grinding buzz starts. I'm gonna just do little increments of 1. If I had the patience, I wouldn't interfere with it like that. Okay. See, it's already looking better. Just pressing. Oh, this is really riveting stuff. I'm gonna release this. This is a good track. Alright. Plus this. Move. It's looking a little smoother. I'm just trying to keep I'm not too worried about it being even, the spacing. I'm worried about how it looks on the spectrogram, because I trust the spectrogram full-heartedly. It's not usually wrong in terms of the way it sounds. Like, I know it's not wrong at all. It's showing sound on, it's showing a visual of sound, but I just mean usually if it looks smooth and it looks clean on the spectrogram, it's gonna sound clean and it's gonna. I'm detecting like a really, yo, what's up? I'm the, indubitably. What's good, Murder Club? I'm gonna, like do this, because I detect like a really nice thing that's hiding under the super high grinding, screeching sound that I want to slowly bring up as it ends. So I think to do that, I'll just have to do this the opposite, basically. I'll bring it up by 130. This is going to increase its volume in this range, and I'm going to do it really slowly. Kind of parallel to the fade out. Oh, see, I'm bringing the grinding sound up too much. It's really hard to find where that is, that shelf. I think it's here to here. Yeah. Okay. Got it. I'm assuming I got it. I haven't listened. This is a thing I do a lot where it's like I just like assume I'm doing the right thing and then I listen back and it's like horrible. So I have to start over. That's why Audacity's great. I'm gonna do it some more over here actually. Shit. I see it happening over here. And it's looking nice. Okay. Ooh, that's looking crazy. Okay, and I want to bring the grinding sound down. It's gonna be hard without bringing the overall volume down because at this point I think the grinding is mostly the loudest thing. Ooh, that's way too much. 130 is nice. I've been fucking with 130 lately. All right. I pressed it. Okay. And now I'm not doing the top, like I'm not too worried about what's going on up here because it's gonna affect it anyway. One thing I've noticed about using like spectral editing is like this stuff will get affected no matter what. Like a little below and a little above, outside of the range that I've selected, it's still gonna get affected. Honestly, I just like cut it out. That was because I was talking too much. It's like kind of idiotic what I just did. Okay. I didn't pace it enough, so it just happened way too abruptly. And like, if you were trying to do this with like equalizers, it would be super hard because what Audacity does is like, it like does like these clicks at the points where you selected. It'll have like these really harsh, abrupt clicking sounds. It's not Audacity's fault. It's just where the effect is being activated. It'll click in the track, and then you have to go in and repair all those. It's really annoying. So yeah, that looks perfect to me. Okay, what's good about this, I zoomed in way too far, is that this fades out on the bottom, the mid-range fades up, comes in as it, and the low, it's super high, I mean, goes down. All the while, it's fading out. So it's still gonna be a nice fade out. And actually, I'm straight up, this is too much of a fade out, so I'm gonna do this like adjustable fade effect, where it's like 100, so it's not gonna affect. There's not gonna be a clip or a cut or a click sound, and I'm gonna bring it up. Actually, I'm gonna call it a fade up. I could do an S curve. I'm gonna do an S curve. I'm gonna do one S curve, and then the rest are gonna be just regulars. So that's just what that's gonna do is it's just gonna bring the whole volume level up here without fucking it up. And even bring it over some more. Okay, see now I caused it to peak over there, so I'm just gonna, it doesn't matter, normalize that. This should sound cool, in theory. If my computer would stop doing that, it would sound really dope. Maybe only I can. Well, it's a high mid, so it sounds actually kind of grating, but like especially this part. But it is kind of cool. I was hoping it would be more down here though. And to fix that, it would be harder, but I can do it. Let's just take this. This is like the high mid, and just bring it down. This is like all I do all day. Alright, do that. Do this. Even if I like record something on tape, I'll still do this. Just cause I feel like it. It's like an addiction. That brought it down. And if you think about it, see now that peak is gone. And if you think about it, if you brought it down, but you didn't bring the other thing down, that means if you bring it up, it's gonna bring both of them up, yes, but it's mainly the effect it's gonna have is it's just gonna bring the one of them up more. That made no sense what I just said, but you'll hear it hopefully. So now I'm just doing the the adjustable fade. To the extreme. That's looking crazy. That's looking crazy. It's also doing weird stuff up here because I'm bringing the whole thing up. But I don't care. Hey, Sean. Hey, Sean. It's like if every track I made had, like when I listen to my own stuff, it's like if every track just had this. Like, it was just. It's so fucking annoying. So I'm gonna release, yeah, I'm gonna release this song, but it's gonna go like this, like every 5 seconds. Check out. Oh, did you hear that new Bug Bus track? It's like yeah, it's deconstructed ambient in the club. This is good because it sounds like it was recorded in a temple or just like a huge hallway. I guess that's why they call it that reverb is hall. I don't know if I used hall reverb though, but so the low mid has that sound. The high mid is just totally piercing. There it is again. Well, that's okay. Actually, like even less of that would be nice. That high mid, even less of that would be nice. No, I missed it. It's really hard to aim with this thing. Even less of that. So I'm gonna have it just totally disintegrate. Normally I'd be at work, but it's Yom Kippur, and I got work off. Now see, I've already reached that part. I didn't bring it down enough. Maybe I did actually. Yeah, I did. But see, the end of the track is beginning too soon now. It's like this is like a third of the track is fading out, so I don't want that. That's why I keep doing the adjustable fade thing, because you want to control your ending. You want to have it. You don't want it to just start ending. Because I've noticed, like as a listener, if something's fading out, I'm already reminiscing, so I don't want that yet. We got some discrepancies between the channels here, between right and left. I'm noticing. This is looking solid. It's gonna have some really crazy high end stuff happening. Like, really crazy. Should probably deal with that at some point. Dude. Now it feels too abrupt. Anyway, so I could do this all day. This could go on. This could go on for hours, because it's just endless, and it's only gonna sound perfect when I walk away and listen back to it later. So I'm just gonna stop. This is also why like one shot stuff, like just straight to tape, is always better. Because you don't have a choice. I mean, as I said, even if I record it on tape, I go through here and do this, but it's gonna have its own sonics from the tape that I can't really do anything about, and that's what I prefer. I prefer when I can't do anything about it, when it's just set in stone, set in tape. You know, I can't. What's done is done. I can only change kind of like surface level stuff. This is like an infinite canvas, and which is hilarious because I'm on Audacity. Like a lot of people feel that way about Ableton. I especially definitely feel that way about Ableton. Like it's too overwhelming when I'm on there, so that's why I don't use it a lot of the time. It's like really upsetting to have no idea what I'm gonna do.